Goods are tangible, services are intangible. Now you are just manufacturing a vehicle. Now delivery cannot be given because it is what is this business service, social service, and the person service. Goods are sold in the market, but there are few goods which are not sold in the market. You are supposed to preserve it. As a human being, we are supposed to always think about the society at large. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to one and all. I'm Abhilash Chandra from the Department of Business Studies in Vidyashram PU College, the Temple of Excellence. Now in this session, we're gonna learn about what are the differences between services and goods. Understand the differences between services and goods. Goods are tangible, services are intangible. In services, we had something called the 5I. What is it? 5I. How is that they are identified as the 5I? What are the 5 I's? I told you in the previous session, you are supposed to just note it down. Here also we'll go with the same kind of a thing. The first is we are classifying them on the basis, that is what are they difference of, what exactly the difference is all about. The first one is the nature. The nature here services is an activity or process. What is it? Services are activity or process. That means process means continuous. And here goods are what? It is a physical object. Physical object. Now you can go with the process whenever it is. Understand what exactly the concept of process means. Process means step by step. What is process? Process means step by step. When you go with step by step, only then you will come for a conclusion. Example here, watching a movie in a cinema theater. Now that is what we call it as services, right? Now whenever you watch a movie, whenever you go and you see something, right, which will satisfy you, we call that as service. But in return, what is that you should do? It's an economic activity as well. There is no free lunch. That is what it is. Understand? When you eat in a hotel, the product what he gives, that can be the goods, right, which you are consuming it. But who is actually coming and giving it to you? The waiter. What is that he is doing? From the kitchen to the table, he's actually lifting it and coming and giving to you. That is what the service is all about. So that's why you cannot see that, you can only feel it. Now example here I'll tell you. It's an activity or a process. Example, watching a movie, cinema, in a movie hall, right? Here, a physical object, example, video cassette of a movie which you can touch, right? That is called as goods. So you got the first thing, that is a nature. The next thing is type. Now services depends on one person to another person. The way you look for a service and the person looks for a service is totally different. That's why we always categorize services as heterogeneous. It depends on one person to another person. But when it comes to goods, goods are non-living things. So it is what? It is homogeneous. Homogeneous means what? Understand this. Homogeneous means something which is same in nature. We call it as homogeneous. Now homogeneous how? So machines are manufacturing the goods, so all the goods are identically what? The same. That's why we say it is homogeneous. But when it comes to services, services is given by the people. When people give services, it depends on one person to another person. Example, I'll tell you one of the services here. Doctors treating the patient. Now there are n number of doctors, the same way there are n number of patients, but the services whatever the doctor is giving to a patient will definitely depend upon the patient as well as the doctor. That means each and every patient, whoever comes to the doctor, the treatment what he gives, it varies. That means it is heterogeneous. Where there is a variation, that we call it as heterogeneous. Next is, understand this. I told you about 5I, right? That 5I. The first one is intangibility. Now goods are intangible or services are intangible? You are supposed to ask a question to yourself. Services are intangible. You cannot see that, you can only feel it. You cannot touch that, you can only feel it. Goods are tangible, services are intangible. Best example I gave you, that is the doctor treatment. Doctor treatment, you can only feel it, you cannot touch it. But here, medicines you can touch as well as you can see. We call it as intangible. Intangible means you can't touch, you can't tap that. Next, so this is the first I is done. Now, the second I, we call it as inconsistency. What is it? Inconsistency. In the previous session, I have told you about what is inconsistency. If you have not watched the second session, you are supposed to go and watch the session completely and you will understand what exactly this inconsistency is all about. Here we have different customers have different, what is it? Different customers have different demand. Example, mobile services. Let's go with this mobile services. In your own house, you have probably 4 to 5 mobile phones. The more the number are there, the more the mobile phones are. Now it depends on one person to another what is the service they require. Now according to their age, according to their taste, according to their passion, according to their life cycle, the mobile services whatever they require is totally different from one person to another person. Whereas here in the goods what happens is different customers get standardized. What is it? Standardized demand fulfilled. Example, mobile phone. You need a standardized, that is mobile phone, you got a mobile phone, that is a goods. But when it comes to services, what it is, your parents, the way they see service and you, the way you see service, that is the applications or it is the usage or it is whether you are going with the gaming or you are going with a camera clarity, it depends, that is the services, it depends from one person to another person. But the real standard here, understand, the minute inconsistency comes, in service we don't have standardization. The reason is we cannot go with the standardization because it is heterogeneous. Whereas in goods what happens is it is homogeneous. Mobile phone in the sense what the mobile phone should have, it is there, it is standardized. But here services, it depends on a person to person. That's why you need to understand whenever you purchase any of the mobile, you don't see which company the mobile is majoritarily. You actually see what are the services in the mobile, that is the features of the mobile. It can be like differently. I'll tell you what it is. The RAM should be more, okay, the ROM should be more, or you go with that mobile which supports these kind of graphics, they don't support these kind of graphics. All these things you will go with because it is what, different customers having different demand. When you have more demand, what happens is you cannot go with standardized. Next one, we'll go with the next 3 I's, that is inseparability, inventory and involvement. So what is this inseparability? Simultaneous products and consumption, that is example, eating ice cream in a restaurant. Eating ice cream in a restaurant. Now ice cream is what? Ice cream is a goods, right? But where exactly it is? It is the ambience which actually gives you more concept of going for inseparability. What is this inseparability? You are having an ice cream, where exactly your consumption, that is the production and the consumption, where is it? Ice cream in a restaurant. Now the restaurant is there, you are having the ice cream. That means what? Product should always be with the service. That is why it is not separated as inseparable. Next one here, goods. What exactly it is? Separation of production and consumption. That means example, purchasing ice cream from a store. That means somewhere you will actually go, buy the product but consume somewhere else. So we call it as goods are what? Goods are produced somewhere and they are consumed somewhere. But when it comes to services, you are going and having an ice cream in the restaurant itself. Now understand, that is what the services. Services are inseparability is more than the goods. Next one is inventory. What is this inventory? Cannot be kept in a stock. Experience of a train journey. You cannot keep it. Now what it does, you can only experience the service in a present or future, but you cannot keep it whatever you had past. We call it as memory but not services. can be kept in stock. Example, train journey ticket. Now the train journey ticket, it is what? Tangible. You can actually preserve it, you can save it. But the services what the train journey had given it to you, now you can only recall it, you can only memorize it, but you cannot store it, you cannot keep it. That is what we call it as, you cannot preserve it. We call it as services, which are inventory. The last one here is involvement. So what is this involvement? Participation of customers at the time of services delivery. That means there is a participation of the customer whenever there was any involvement. Example, self-service in the fast food joint. Now it depends on what is the service they are providing. You are supposed to get involved with that. Now services, though, in many of the restaurants or many of the places, the customers will be seated and somebody will come and take the order, and then they will actually go and get the order and they'll place it to you. So that means they are giving you a service. But here what is that? The involvement means your participation. You are participating. What exactly you are participating? Participation of customer at the time of service delivered. That means, example, self-service in a fast food joint. Involvement at the time. Now what exactly will happen in the goods? Involvement at the time of delivery not possible. Example, manufacturing a vehicle. Now you are just manufacturing a vehicle. Now delivery cannot be given because it is work in process is happening. Whereas here what happens is, now you want to go and have food, you will have total involvement. Whatever the service they are giving it to you, you will get adapt to it. What is it? You will get adapt to it, and then you will go forward and take it. That we call it as involvement. See, without learning the session 2, if you learn here, you will have a problem. So that's why I'm telling you here, students, go back to the video and then you understand the concept, then come back and watch this video. So these are the differences of goods and services. So what we had, the first one we had the nature. Here we got to know that an activity or a process, that is service is what? An activity or a process. And goods is what? A physical object. Next is type, heterogeneous. That means it is different in the sense many people have their own choice, so it is totally different from one person to another person. Here in the goods what we had is, it is homogeneous. That means goods are the same, manufactured by the company. Intangibility you have, that is in services it is intangible and goods are tangible, you can touch and you can see that. Inconsistency, different customer will have different opinion the way they go with, but here what happens is standardization is more. Coming to the next one, that is the 3 I's. That is, first one is inseparability. That means where exactly, example was I gave you, that was you are having an ice cream in the restaurant. That means ice cream is also there, and in the restaurant, that means there is some kind of a thing. Then goods, here what happens is, it is totally separated. Where you produce and where you consume is totally different. The next thing here we went, that was inventory. In inventory, what it is, cannot be kept in the stock. Example I told you, that is the journey which happened in the train. You cannot preserve it, you can only memorize that, but you cannot store it. Whereas here the train ticket, you can actually go for it. That means you can preserve it, because goods are not perishable. There are two things in the goods, perishable goods and non-perishable goods. Next, here you have involvement, that is participation of customers at the time of service delivery. That means customer will also participate while the service is given. That is the involvement, right? Here what exactly will happen, you cannot deliver the product when it has been manufactured. So these are the differences of goods and services. Next, let's see types of services. Here, students, services. Okay, now services are of three things. One is the business service, social service, and the last one is personal service. What is this business service, social service, and the personal service? Any service rendered given to conduct a business, we call it as business services. Social service means where society are kept in large, that is whatever it is not for money, it is for the sympathy, charity, donation, we call that as social services. And the next one here is personal service, that is for an individual what are the services which are benefited. So we have totally three. One is business services, social services, personal services. In social services you have this NGO, non-government organization, who are helping the society at large. Again they are providing what services. And business services here is you have transportation, you have transportation, okay, you have banking, telecommunication, right, you have insurance and etc. So these are what they are helping the business. Transportation, they are helping the business movement of raw material from one place to another, movement of finished goods from one place to another through transportation. Giving financial support to the business, again banking is what giving telecommunication support, giving insurance support. What is it? That support where the other person will get satisfied, we call that as a business services. So let's see one by one what exactly the services are. First one is business services. What is this business service? Business service are those services which are used by business enterprises for the conduct of their activities. What is it? Just understand. Business service are those services which are used by business enterprises for the conduct of their activity. For example, banking, insurance, transportation, warehousing, communication service, etc. As I told you, whenever you deal with any of the business, what is that you need? You need services. The goods which are produced from the factory should actually reach the customer. How will it reach the customer? Through transportation service. Now to manufacture the goods, what is that you need? You need the resources called financial resources. Who are the people who are giving it to you? Now you can invest from your pocket, but in a business what happens is, more than investing in your money, you are supposed to take money and then invest, that is through the banks. So banking give you a service, we call it as a business services. Now example I told you, that was business services. Examples are what? You have bank, you have communication, you have insurance, then you have see, banking is there, insurance is there. Now the business services, I'll tell you, goods are sold in the market, but there are few goods which are not sold in the market. You are supposed to preserve it. Now where will you preserve it? The place where you manufacture goods, can you preserve it? Definitely no, there will be a problem. So where exactly you will keep it? You will keep it in warehousing. Now warehousing is also what? A service. Housing, warehousing. So this is what business service is all about. Next is social service. Social service are those services that are generally provided voluntarily. What are they doing? Nobody is forcing them, voluntarily, in pursuit of certain social goal. Now one of the example I have given you here is the NGO. Now understand here, what is this social services? As a human being, we are supposed to always think about the society at large. Though we are business corporate, we are supposed to make more profit, but after making profit, to a certain extent, we are supposed to share our profit with the society, because we are exploiting the society at large. Understand? In business what happens is, though we know that it is our responsibility, many of the corporate people aren't doing their part of social responsibility. That's why the government of India has introduced something called CSR. What is this? Corporate social responsibility. But I told you it is voluntarily. Now what is it? The industries, the industries, okay, and the industrialists, the business people, they are also coming voluntarily to support the society at large, because we are in a ecosystem. The ecosystem should not be imbalanced. If it is imbalanced, again it's a problem for whom? Problem for the people itself. And there are few of the NGOs now who are into saving the society, who are into sacrificing their life only for the benefit of society at large. You can see the banners, you can see the placards where it has been given donation by Infosys, donation by Wipro, donation by NGO. There are many people who are actually giving services free of cost to the students to get educated. They are giving financial supports to the students as scholars. Now what is that they are doing? They are voluntarily, they are pursuing for certain social goals, because the more people are educated, now what will happen? There will be a support to the entire country. The more people are employed, it will also be a support to the country. So that is what we call it as social services. Next one is personal services. Now business services we got to know, that is all about the banking and all other kind of a thing. Now we have something called as the personal services. Now what is this personal services? Personal services are those services which are experienced differently by different customers. That means it is all about individual. It is all about what? Individual. They will also depend upon customers' preference and demand. Now I'll tell you what it is. The way the service person sees and the way the other person sees, it is totally different. That's why we say it is services are heterogeneous. Or what? Heterogeneous. Now understand the example. Tourism, right? Recreational services, restaurants. Now there are few people who goes with tourism. Their mindset is totally different from the people whose mindset is totally varies. Now understand what exactly it is. The way you want to go and enjoy your trip is not the same the way the other person with a different mindset wants to. Now but the service should be given what? According to you or according to the standardization. They cannot go with standardization, because a person is different from another person. That's a merit as well as a demerit of services. What it is, the person whoever is giving you a service, now he should actually go with your face value. How you want, he should adapt to the situation and he should give you the services. How the other person is, now the service will change accordingly. So that we call it as personal services. Now one more example is the restaurants. If you see human being itself is a heterogeneous. The way some people they order, right, the menu, totally different from the people who are sophisticated or the way they are disciplined, the way they are nourished. Now these things if you understand, then you will get to know that services depends on the person, and services are not like goods which is like standardized. It is different for different person. So we basically go with personal services are what? Heterogeneous, and it is a benefit or satisfaction for the customer alone. Now for some person it may be advantage, for some person it has not been advantage at all. So these things are the forms of services. So basically we have three types of service. One is the commercial kind of a thing, we call it as business services. Second thing, it's all about the societal aspect, that we call it as social services. And the last one is personal services. Personal services is totally different from these two. Here what happens is the individual is counted, individual is taken into the face value. Example we gave you, that is a tourism, restaurant or any recreational sites where people will act according to the situation. We call it as contingent. So these are the services which you are supposed to know. Hope you have understood all the topics clearly. If not, you can always call us, message us. We are always there to help you. Thank you so much. Till then, I'll see you when I see you.